does it fucking spread? Dude, how is it doing no damage? No, seriously, how is it doing no damage? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Attacking me when I walk into the arena. He's just standing there and slow walking towards me. Why did he stop me so close to him? God, I'm dead. Fuck you. Hello, and welcome to hell. Now, the title of this video is not an exaggeration. I am literally doing everything that there is to do in Elden Ring. Now, this video took quite a long time to make, and as you can see by the length, it's quite long. But if you've clicked on the video at all, thank you. If you watch this video to any amount and enjoy it, consider subscribing and liking the video. I plan to make more content in the future. And without further ado, let's get into doing everything in Elden Ring so you don't have to. So right off the bat, the first missable item in the game is the Lands Between rune. It's the only keepsake that we can't get elsewhere, so that's the one we pick. And we also make a beautiful boy, an absolutely gorgeous man, for the rest of the playthrough. And just to reiterate, I am going to be collecting literally everything. So I made a spreadsheet that houses a list of every single item in the game. I did my best to find everything. I used Fextra Life, so things may or may not be fucked up with it, but as far as I can tell, I made the most comprehensive list, so I will be collecting every weapon, every armor set, every talisman, etc., and plus a few other things like character quests and activating all the great runes and stuff like that. Basically as complete of an experience as you can possibly get in the base game. So now we fight our first boss, and as expected, died with shit. And we start collecting our first few items. Now, these tutorial messages end up being items in the inventory, so I made the arbitrary rule that I have to collect all of them. So we go ahead and go into the tutorial cave, do that. And we start off the run strong, beating the hardest boss in the game, Soldier of God. And then I just start collecting random items, typical like early game routing, and a few more tutorials just to get those items in my inventory. If I had to like pick one besides this, probably. And then a random woman appears and offers me her Honda Accord and then gives me a ring. I don't know, sex or something. And I spend a few more minutes just collecting some items around the Stormgate. Yeah, there's a lot of this in the run, so honestly, there's probably going to be a lot of just quick clips of me collecting items throughout the video, and that may be it. But then we head over to Kenneth Haight and start our first quest. Right now I'm just doing it pretty low-key. We take out our local squatter population for our good old noble lord.
Bloody slap. Ooh, shit.
We collect our first half of an old Chuck E. Cheese token. Gain access to spirit summoning through our future girlfriend. Summon spirits. Start buying a bunch of items from the merchants. And go ahead and head off to the round table hold.
Do I have enough? No, I don't have enough.
So here I was trying to buy a dagger in order to infuse it with Bloody Slash to kill the dragon and Kaled. However, I didn't leave myself enough runes because I got too willy-nilly with buying things. So I decided to go over to the Ball by Lena's Rise. But that happened instead, which was pretty fucking epic.
No way!
If you ask me.
Yep.
Just a guy collecting a few more things, and then I go off to kill the dragon with the bloody dagger. I get a Flame of the Red Maze for some fire damage on my Lordsworn's Greatsword.
Use some runes? Yes, I can.
Talk to Thops, start his quest. Oh, pick up the Academy Scroll to buy some spells later on, and have a little silly Billy moment, if you ask me. But it was actually planned because I get the death tutorial now. One less item.
Yep. There's the purchase lantern. Very nice.
So I take a little pit stop in the Urnia to kill this Crystallion so I can upgrade my weapon.
Now I can upgrade this thing.
And then I go off to fight Market and absolutely roll his ass.
Alright.
So originally I was planning to take this character to maximum level, but I decided against that, but I hadn't at the time. So I still grabbed the Golden Scarab because I assumed I would just need it all the time to get the maximum amount of runes. So I did get it, but I didn't go to max level. I kill this guy for an easy 100k runes.
Hopefully in heart.
And I complete the fabled Chuck E. Cheese token. Talk to this guy. Tells me to beware the dragon. I don't listen to him, so rip bozo. Got invaded by this dumbass, but killed him before Yura could come help me. Went and saw Patches, and then headed off to the Weeping Peninsula for some more flask upgrades. Started heading up to Altus so I can get some more items. Have whatever the fuck this moment is. Flattened. Kill this guy again because he's a bitch. And then go into the sealed tunnel for some more upgrades.
I think so.
And then I start Corn's quest line because I'm going to do the ending that you get for completing his quest.
Yep.
Also do Bernal's quest, so get that out of the way. I try to talk to Alexander, but gone? I guess I already started the Radon Festival, okay. So he's not here. Encounter one of the most foul messages I've ever seen.
Oh my god. Oh, what the? Oh, that is foul.
I also start collecting the death root, so I can do Gurank's questline just to get it out of the way. I also decided to go the back way into Stormvale, so I can just get some items that are located that way. Instantly get betrayed by the man I just talked to. Key and curved sword. I find Nepheli and start her quest so I can do hers, Kenneth Heights, and Gostock's all at once. And then go on to kill Godric. Rip. I then head to Liurnia to do Euro's quest because it can be a little finicky, but we get that out of the way. Go after this guy so we can get his spell. And then we go fight the Red Wolf, who goes down fairly easily, and quite a cool finish, if I do say so myself. And then Renala goes down, pretty easily. It's Renala. I continue doing the Nepheli's quest line. Head back to Stormvale to get some talismans and various items. Corin tells me he's looking for hot single moms in the area. I finish up Yura's quest line and get the tear from Eleonora. I then try to fight the Draconic Tree Sentinel, die, but get it on the second attempt. Holy shit, the hot single moms are real. I tell him about it, and the lovely couple is now together. I found the guy that told me I had no bitches in the beginning of the game, and I quickly learn why I do not like PvP in this game. I forgot to exhaust Nepheli's dialogue, so I go do that, so I can find her in the Albinaric village. And in the village, a crazy old man gives me his Chuck E. Cheese token, and then I summon Nepheli to take revenge on all the Albinarics that this guy killed. Get invaded by the ultimate edgelord, kill the ultimate edgelord, and apparently Nepheli's sad, so I need to talk to her dad, so I need to talk to her again. Realize I forgot to tell Kenneth that I freed his fort, and he's very sad because he has imposter syndrome now. I don't want to invade anymore, so I go ahead and do the offline version of Vari's quest. He's pretty happy with me. He tells me to go find the blood of a maiden, so I do that. And then he gives me this medal, tells me not to use it, so obviously I use it immediately. And then I decide to take revenge on the first boy that killed me. Goes down like a chump. And I collect the Stormhawk King to give to Nepheli. I remember that the Radon Festival is going on, so I go do that. And I kill Radon very easily with the help of the summons. And then I head off to Leyndell. I guess I kept asking about the Honda Accord too much, so my girlfriend broke up with me. Very sad. And then I go fight Goldfree, but unfortunately I die not just once, but twice. I guess I suck at this game or something. But then I go beat up his son, and of course I first try him because he sucks. I end up getting back together with my girlfriend, hooray. And then as I'm just going through Leyndell, I get a rare drop, which is my fashion for the next good while. Look at the pretty flowers. Apparently the new couple is having their first argument, but I'm not smart enough to resolve it, so I go kill this rune bear for its larval tier, respec to get a little larger brain, figure out that he is a she, collect a few more items in Langdell, and then go back to the hot single mom and tell her to use the proper pronouns. I take a little pit stop in Cato to grab the New York Warblade, which is probably my favorite weapon in the entire game, simply because the R2 is basically the Ichimonji from Sekiro, and I don't know, it's just kind of cool. I like it. I have one of the most embarrassing deaths of the entire run. Torrent just didn't want to jump, I guess. And then, funnily enough, have a repeat of the exact same thing that just happened, but inside. And on the second time, I get abducted by a virgin. I get into a heated debate with my local body positivity influencer, but unfortunately, they end up having a heart attack at the age of 32. So this is one of those instances when I learn about something as I'm doing it. I didn't realize Gideon had a quest line, so figuring that out now, I just keep that in the back of my head for future reference. So I follow that old man who gave me his half of the Chuck E. Cheese tokens advice and find Latenna so I can do her quest. I decide to go to Caleb to start doing some stuff over there. I kill this dragon, and I decide to go beat up Nile so I can get his fentanyl needle. Well, shit, day 1 of 12, all finished up. It's about 16 minutes. What was the total? Fuck. So after that first day of editing, it really hit me how difficult editing this project into a cohesive video it would be. So I decided right around then, maybe a few days afterward, that I would let the first new game cycle play out just as normal, and then afterward I would only include important events. I originally wanted to have every item pickup and just like item that I got in general on screen, but yeah, no, that would be quite unwatchable. That being said, I head over to Carrier Manor, and I think I get a rare drop here. I'm not sure if it's a guaranteed drop to get this sword. Ooh. And then I go face Thoretta, who goes down very easily. I go talk to Ronnie, and then afterwards I go talk to Celavis for his potion. He wants me to give it to Nefeli, but I'm gonna give it to the Dung Eater so I can get his puppet this playthrough. And then I free the Sodomite.
Come out to play! Don't drop the soap, Carl! I want that booty, Tom! You can't have my booty! Oh, yeah, I can!
And he's now depressed, so we can just give him Celavis's potion. And then we find Celavis's sex dungeon, and He's quite embarrassed about this, so he gives us our own sex doll for free. But if we want access to the special club, we need to collect some moon rocks for him. So we go do that. And then that fentanyl needle that we found from Nile, this guy wants it so he can gain a new customer. We give drugs to a recovering addict. And look, a little bit of fentanyl and she's feeling A-okay again. Unfortunately, Millicent wants some more free samples, but her supplier's like, nah, so he pieces the fuck out. I head back to Altus, where I run into Millicent again. And then I head up to Mount Gelmir, where I kill this merchant. Now I'm killing this merchant for his bell bearing, which is an item that I need to collect. I hunt down some of the local wildlife. And I head over to Volcano Manor to start doing some of the quests for them. I pick up these items, talk to Bernal, so I can get his Ashes of War that he sells. I go back to Stormhill and kill the Bell-bearing hunter. And then invade Old Knight Isfahan, who goes down pretty easily. Then I pick up the red sign and head back to the Volcano Manor for my rewards. Pick up the next quest, talk to Patches again so I can get his letter. I invade Riley, kill him pretty easily. And while I'm in the area, I head to the Shaded Castle to unlock it for later. Then back to Volcano Manor. Then I pick up the last Volcano Manor quest, as well as Bernal's quest. For some reason I decide it's a good time to kill this merchant for his bell bearing. And then I start heading up the ruin-strewn precipice so I can do Patches quest. I encounter Great Worm Makar. And Makar goes down very easily thanks to the meteoric orb. I then go for an invasion on Tragoth. And then return to Patches with the good news. I head upstairs in the Volcano Manor to grab the world's deadliest pizza cutter. Return to Patches and make him give me my reward for killing Tragoth. And then start heading towards the Forbidden Lands. So I make it to the mountaintops of Giants, see a dead man. And then I head back to Altus so I can kill the Godskin Apostle here, because the Godskin Peeler is one of the most broken weapons in the game. And it's an easy way to get an early Black Flame Tornado. And then I head back up to the mountaintops of Giants to progress further. It's a new day, it's a new me. I'm going to kill this guy for free.
There we go. Fuck you.
Now you may notice that this spreadsheet has a higher number of total items than the final one, and that's because my dumbass wanted to activate every single site of grace in New Game Plus 7. But yeah, that's a horrible idea. So I eliminated that. I encountered another dragon, this time Frost. It goes down just about as easily as every other dragon does.
Frame rate Lake.
So I think I decided to kill Vikir simply so I could get his equipment to make a number on the spreadsheet go up. And then I head back to Volcano Manor to finalize the last main Volcano Manor quest and see Rykard so I could pick up the Serpent Hunter. I upgrade the Serpent Hunter so I can bully this boy, and bully him we do.
Yeah. Damn.
Apparently she's surprised that I dared act in self-defense, and I guess I just killed the whole vibe for everyone, because everybody's just kind of like, oh, big snake dead, now I can't live here, woohoo, big snake dead, well.
Consider that.
And then I head back to the shaded castle, where I find an arm for Millicent. Take a good long look at the beautiful face. Speak to Patches again, because he wandered all the way over here. So I try fighting this guy, but get folded like a wet paper towel. Then on the second time, I get his ass there.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I find Tanith trying to eat the carcass of the dead snake.
I must continue devouring, my lord. Our lord's carcass is vast.
So I kill her, and then immediately have to fight her bodyguard, which I kill very easily.
Yeah.
And then I head all the way back to Limgrave so I can encounter Patches again. I get possibly the best emote in the entire game.
I'm sorry, boy. Time to die.
Nothing personal, kid, but I have to kill you for your bell bearing. I then give Millicent the Luke arm by Mobius Bionics. She's very happy with it, and with her newfound arm, she can travel all the way to the mountaintops of Giants. And in my adventures in the mountaintops, I find Elden Ring's version of the Doomslayer.
Why the
And this is when I realized that the timer has not been running for the entire duration that I've played today, so I go ahead and amend it.
Get the death root
And
also.
I start collecting some more death root.
Jellyfish fields.
I assist in a little family reunion.
Primal glintstone blade.
Raggy, rubble and paradise.
Cat, but
I head off to Castle Sol, where I collect one of the coolest, most useless weapons in the entire game. I try to throw hands with Nile.
Nope,
Get fucking clapped.
that is not the play.
But I get
That
it
is
on
not
the
the
second try with just a couple close calls.
Oh, that was spooky. Holy shit.
I pick up the final Chuck E. Cheese token,
Herb Talisman,
and
which
I finally cash in on
I
it.
mean, I think I'm just gonna have on for the. And here it is.
Now this is another item of great importance, but at the same time I feel like it does nothing.
Spreadsheet, I fucking love it. I fight my shadow clone, but I tricked him so he doesn't have any weapons, so he goes down like a chump.
Did you hear me?
It is I, Lieutenant.
It is I,
We have
Lieutenant.
reached the land of Michaela's Haylick tree, where Lobo
Oh,
and I
shit.
began our travels. It's in
Ooh. I'm getting fucking cooked. What the fuck? I get my revenge on knockoff Mildred. There we go. Kill this guy because I can. Yeah. End up finishing Latena's questline and also run into yet another foul message. What is it gonna? That's fucking foul. I also decide to go ahead and finish Celavis's questline, as I do not want to do it again because it's kind of annoying. The Don Ita. Dude. So I tried to give the roofies to Ronnie, but apparently she's built up a tolerance to it or something. And she's very angry with me, so I keep trying to talk to her, but eventually she just kills me. But Celavis is also dead, so I get some cool shit. And also, she's not going to be angry at me for too long because all I have to do is take a bath and then she completely forgets that I tried to fuck with her. Your sins. But you know what goes well with a bath? A gift. So I head down underground to try and find something nice for Ronnie. Meet another shadow clone of myself. Have yet another embarrassing gravity death. Learn how to create shadow clones of myself, which I actually never use on this run. And find the item that Ronnie is looking for.
not blood. Even in my, it is in thy my thanks soon must.
I exchange gifts with Ronnie.
I must thank you, May. It was but.
Jesus Christ, my knuckle.
I break into her house. And then I start talking to a doll.
Oh, or is it me? I hadn't expected now the full.
Apparently, E.G. was a little concerned that Blyde may be stalking Ronnie, so we put him in jail, so of course we just let him out. I remember this guy exists, so I just kill his ass. I head into Noxtella to advance Ronnie's quest and get a few items while I'm here.
Wait, what is this? I don't know if I've ever done this. In this chest. Ooh, puppets. Man, what am I wearing this fucking silver scarab for, man, huh?
And then I go fight an NPC that is totally not Blyde.
Ooh, shadow. would I do that? Surely I'm not gonna choke, right? Okay. Ah, yes. Welcome to Florida. I take a little nap inside a coffin and fight this skinny bastard. I start to realize that Ronnie is the one for me, so I pick up an engagement ring and start booking it to the only woman who could ever love me. Unfortunately, a professional pickup artist is trying to cockblock us. However, he has no riz. Too fucking easy, man. Fuck. I finally propose to Ronnie, and she gives me a cool sword.
Perhaps I go, I bid thee, and one sword.
What is it? I decide that I want to pick up Tish early in case I want to cheese some bosses, and surprisingly, I managed to beat Electo first try. Now, being her top OnlyFans spender, Blade is devastated at the news that Ronnie is married and goes on a bloodthirsty rampage. Dunked on. Oh, wait. Now, I make a little mistake here. I try to kill EG for his bell bearing, not realizing literally all I had to do was reload the area and he would be dead with it dropped already, so I have to do that on a subsequent playthrough. I start collecting a few more death roots. I hear Alexander is an aspiring hot tub streamer, so I go and find him in a volcano and beat up a lizard along the way. Now that is one hot tub. Jar. I go ahead and grab Comet Azure and kill the demi-human queen around here for her memory stone. Music? Okay. And then I head back over to Caelid in order to fuck up the Godskin Apostle in the Divine Tower of Caelid. Not one stagger, bro. And pick up my second favorite weapon in the entire game. Head back to Lindell to pick up the Bolt of Gransax before it becomes inaccessible. And then stop by the Fire Giant and have quite possibly my worst performance against the Fire Giant in my entire life. I'll be back. And then I die a second time to him. But fortunately for me, Black Flame Tornado is just straight up overpowered. I then finish up collecting all the death root before I head to Farum Azula. Oh yeah, that's right. It's in one grave, of course. And in the process, I have one of the silliest deaths of the entire run. No, dude. Unless I don't need a lever for this one. No, I don't. Then after killing all those bosses, I have all the death root, so I give it all to Garank. And then he gets super mad and tries to attack me, so I beat some sense into him. And then I talk to him one more time and get the rest of the items from his quest. I finalize my breakup with Melina for real this time, as I am engaged to her sister now, but unfortunately she doesn't take it too well and sets herself on fire. I then beeline through Farum Azula to go straight to the Godskin duo. And I'm not quite on my A game, so this guy kills me.
Dude.
But I finish them off on the second try. I then head over to Moglin Palace. I beat up the guy who bullied me because I'm finally engaged. I then go take on BBL Drizzy.
Is mine. Yo is mine.
I inform Kendrick that Drake has passed. Unfortunately, the hot tub streams got too hot for Twitch staff, so they banned Alexander. I kill totally not copied Godric. And then decide to face the big boy himself, who unfortunately is no match for the Black Flame Tornado. Got his ass. Oof. I then return to the consecrated snowfields so I can head over to the Hallig Tree. I get absolutely demolished by some local wildlife. And then I go fight the real Loretta and beat her ass. Oh, Jesus. And then run into Millicent again, who I learn is looking for the source of the fentanyl.
They're the will, the dignity, pride. They're the will, the dignity.
I then get body slammed by a tree and die in some silly ways.
He has iframes on, wake up.
But eventually, I make it further in, and then I help Millicent fight off her sisters.
Assist Millicent, yes.
Eventually I have enough, and then I pull out the Milwaukee brushless impact driver. Okay.
Oh my child.
Unfortunately, Millicent forgot to take her Narcan.
I feel like
Do you dictate?
I try my hand at beating Milwaukee. And unfortunately for her, the Milwaukee brushless impact driver is just way too strong. I tell this guy that Melania is donezo.
But indeed, how vexing. Perhaps the Queen's. Information a secret. You are a true.
And then I head back to Farum Azula to start wrapping things up.
Big boy boys.
And since I did Garank's quest line, I get the sad dialogue.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna bully you now.
Apparently the happy couple couldn't work out their differences. I attempt to bully Gideon, but I fuck it up and he ends up killing me. But we get him in the end. I pick up the mending rune of perfect order. And then quit out to get some drip that I will never use. I challenge the real Godfrey to a 1v1. And he goes down very easily. I decided to go fight Radagon and Elden Beast. And once again, they are no match for the drill. So good. It's way too good. Now, New Game Plus is available, but before I go into it, I do want to collect some few items just to get them out of the way. I'm definitely not going to kill you when we're done here. Hand axe. And some cookbooks. Now, the main goal of this section right here was to buy some items from the merchants and then kill them to collect their bell bearings, because the bell bearings were an item that I needed to collect everything. So it's just that. There's going to be a lot of sped up sections like this in the video, and I don't know, it seemed like the only way to actually get all that into the video. I make a quick stop by the big jar so I can get the Great Arsenal Charm. Ooh. Jesus, that was it. And I finally begin New Game Plus. I head down to the French folk hero's grave, kill the tree sentinel because I didn't already. I start heading to the Weeping Peninsula and into Castle Morn so I can do Arena's questline. I kill this boy to make Edgar happy. Hey, thank you for defending the fort. Have a stick. I then head over to free Selin so I can do her questline. And then Arena died, but she's back and she wants to eat human eyes. So of course I oblige, which Edgar's not too happy about. And then Melina makes up with me again, and she takes me to the Round Table Hold. I start box quest. I find him in a cave, half dead. I get his sewing needle back for him. I talk to Thops to do his quest. And also on this playthrough, I do Dialis' quest line. I go ahead and free Alexander. Then go find some more human eyes for Hyetta. 2 fingers heirloom.
Hello? Would you donate them on a pilgrim when I eat? You're not lie rested, howling, they're frail, but you.
I also start Raya's questline.
What are you looking trying to start? Show me.
Oh yeah, thank you. Did I forget? I see.
I remember I'm missing a tutorial, so I go ahead and pick that up. And give Bach back his needle.
Wait, you got it.
I find Dialos in shambles over his servant dying.
They laid hands.
I go back to the round table, and he tells me that he's going to get revenge on the people who killed her. I find Bach on the Bellum Highway. I head into the academy to pick up the key for Thops. I give him the glintstone key. Bach told me that he wants the golden sewing needle, so I head to the Church of Vows and pick that up for him.
Bock ready to make. Thank you, Con.
And then I head to Volcano Manor to meet with Dialos and Raya.
Well, so you've then we're
So it turns out this whole time I just simply missed the room she was in, so I wasn't advancing her quest, so that was a silly me. But I need to kill this guy to advance both Dialos's and Raya's quest, so I do that, talk to Raya, and then talk to Dialos, and who after this moves to Jarburg. There we go. And I need to open this specific door in order to advance Raya's quest line, so I go back and talk to her. And then she gets very sad and wants us to kill her, but we don't.
Let me tell you, it's not just like 4 tacos, because, you know, they come with 2 tortillas.
And then we head on to Jarburg. Now this little shit has like 5 different lines of dialogue that we need to reload the area to get out of him. So we do that. And after a little while, Dialos finally shows up so we can talk to him. We go take a little pit stop to kill Godric and Gostok for his bell bearing. Then I go back to Jarburg to make sure all the dialogue has been fully exhausted before I go kill Radahn. Okay. I discover that Malekith's Black Blade is gas, not ass.
Okay, Matt, maybe Malekith. One hit after that, and as such.
Doing Dialos's quest in this run was very interesting for me because I've never done his quest before, so I didn't really know what to expect in terms of how convoluted it would be to do.
Doesn't matter what I say.
Let me tell you, this shit way too obtuse. You have to like quit out like 7 different times in 2 different areas, and like you have to wait to kill Radahn, which just kind of feels weird because you're in the Volcano Manor already, and it just ain't it, Chief. I mean, the story itself that you get out of it is fantastic, but just what you have to do to get there isn't. So I don't know, I kind of hate it, honestly.
So after wrapping up Dialos's quest, I head to Hyetta, and I give her yet another Shabriri grape, and I tell her that they're eyes, and she seems to be pretty alright with it.
I've gleaned the reason the distant was so fainted with every finally, I'm certain now.
She even makes a specific request for someone's eye, which, you know, I don't know how to feel about, but, I mean, we just get it for her anyway because I want to be the Lord of the Frenzied Flame.
Thank you. May the blessing.
Oh yeah, I'm advancing Alexander's quest so I can finish up the Jarburg's quest. For some reason, I decided to kill Blackguard here. I didn't really need to, but I was just kind of like itching to get his bell bearing early, I guess, so I just went ahead and did that. I'm vibing with this. And now Bach's kind of sad because he can't make clothes by himself, so we just tell him that he's beautiful, and then he feels a-okay again. Now Shabriri shows up here even if we haven't spoken to Yura, and he tells us to go into the Lanedale sewers to meet the Three Fingers, but unfortunately for us, BBL Drizzy is in the way, so we take him out.
Easy.
Now Hyatta's waiting for me down in the crypt. Kinda weird, but okay. So we strip naked and get 3rd-degree burns. And I don't know, Hyatta's kind of a freak, so she wants us to touch her, but it kind of just melts her brain.
It burns. My eyes. They're melting.
My eyes,
I have touched your nails.
they're melting.
Everyone so melted until
Some more dialogue.
saying they will come take their to melt it no more.
Damn, bro, she's fucking dead.
Sorry,
Melina breaks up with me because she says I'm not pretty anymore.
Pity our journey, and remember, should you, I will. So
I go ahead and kill Rykard again so I can finish Raya's quest line. I find her after killing Rykard, and then I just quit out. And then she leaves me her letter. So Raya's letter. I then start heading off to Fair Missoula again, where I have to kill Alexander again. Let us.
My thing.
And then I give his innards to this little guy.
Insight from Uncle. Thank you. I'm a war. I can read.
And after reloading the area, he gives me a talisman. I then decide that I want to collect all the dragon incantations, so I just go kill some dragons so I can purchase their incantations again. Malekith's Black Blade, and holy shit, it's actually really fucking good. This is just another one of those sections of me just running around the world collecting stuff. I believe it's mostly cookbooks this time, and the thing about the cookbooks is that they really were some important items because you need them to make other items, so it's just something that I wanted to get out of the way sooner rather than later, and I think that helped finish this run at a reasonable time, if you can say 95 hours is reasonable by any means. But yeah, this, I know this section's only 1 minute of the video, but I can't stress how annoying it was to collect all these things, because I don't know, this footage takes place over the span of like 3 hours, so it's just like 3 hours of just like running around the world collecting stuff, and I don't know, it's kind of dull. However, you know what's not dull? I was just fighting this guy because I wanted the talisman, and he does a little silly thing, a little goofy guy,
has
goofy guy
some
move.
hard attacks to parry. Moral of the story.
I've never tried parry, surprisingly.
Then I go off to fight Malekith again. This I absolutely despise Malekith. I died to him so many times.
Type 1 diabetic.
I remember around this time that I need to get Millicent's prosthesis talisman, so I go ahead and do her quest again, so I can kill her at the Windmill Village and grab it. She drops it. I face off against Gideon again, have a very close call, and then first try Horley. And also first try the Elden List. More items. You gotta get them. Yeah, it's. Oh, there's so much. There's so much of this. There's so much of this. And in the process of gathering items, this guy starts running into a wall.
Huh?
Oh, Mr. Gargoyle? Mr. Gargoyle, what are you doing? Pots? Huh? Just fucking pots? You gotta get the pots. And then after collecting all the pots, I enter New Game Plus 3, where I immediately kill Alexander for his shard. The body where I found that. I talk to D to do his quest. Here's there now. Yes. Melina takes me back for some reason. Tangled. I go find Rajier to do his quest line because it's related to D's. I'm also going to progress Nefeli's questline enough to get her puppet this playthrough. And then while speaking to Rajier at the round table hold, he tells me to go to Stormvale, where I find yet another god tier message. Down at the bottom of Stormvale, there's this bloodstain of Rajier dying. I mean, that's something. When you ask him about it, he directs you to Fia. And after getting a hug and talking to her, she gives us a clue for Rajier's scavenger hunt. Knife print. Back to the Albinaric village with Nefeli, kill the dude, blah blah blah. Kill this black knife assassin for the black knife print. And Roger is thrilled that we found it. And returning to Fia, she gives us a stick. And then after that, I head off to Caria Manor and talk to Pydia, whom I have never spoken to before in Elden Ring, by the way. Okay. I buy some of his offerings, talk to Ronnie again, and then speak to Rajier, who wants us to join Ranni again. And then we have to talk to this buffoon again, so we can get Nefeli's puppet. We give her the potion. We can then grab one of the puppets we don't have yet. And then when we turn to Rajier, he's worried about falling into a big sleep. We forgot to do Salen's questline last time, so we go start that. And then we head off to Radahn for probably one of the cleanest Radahn kills I've had. Ooh. What's it up to? And when we return, boy sleep. And then we grab the Fingerslayer blade again. And then Fia asks us to give a knife to D, which we do, because what could possibly happen after this? Oh shit, he's dead. And then Pydia gets killed by his own puppets, but on his body is the puppet of Nefeli Lu, along with his Belverian. I hand over D's armor and get an emote out of it. And then I go off to fight the worst boss in the entire game. And of course I die to the poison cloud. Not once, but twice. But once again, the Milwaukee impact is overpowered. Heading down to Deep Root Depths, I kill one of the Crucible Knights. And then when I return to the Round Table Hold, Roger is dead, and I get all of his stuff. So the Simp army did give me a little bit of trouble at first, but then I just grabbed Inescapable Frenzy and just fucked them all up. Fia tells me I need to get some TRT off of the black market so she and Fortisax can have a baby. So I go grab that. First mark of death.
How did you with this and play you
And she's really happy with me, so she hugs me very tightly, and then she fucking dies. Now, even though Fortisax is resistant to lightning, Ancient Dragon's Lightning Strike is overpowered, so he goes down way too easily. First mark of death. Mending Rune of the Death Prince.
Prince of Death, take a good long look. The rotten witches. Now I can look my brother Darian.
After he stops talking, we just reload the area, and for some reason, he's also dead, and we get the armor back and a cool new sword, which we never use. And unfortunately, Melina breaks up with us yet again.
I shall leave. I wish you have. I have.
Why did you leave me?
I also decide to kill this gargoyle for his weapon. And I fight Morgoth, and he goes down very easily. And once again, I start running around like a madman collecting various items. I also decide that I'm going to be doing all of the artists and paintings things, so I grab a painting, get a reward. Grab a painting, get a reward. Grab a painting, get a reward. Painting, shitty reward. I'll go ahead and pick it up. Grab a painting, kill this guy, and get a shitty reward. Now, the last painting is off in Castle Sol, so I head over there and have this encounter with a bird.
Huh?
There it is. Grab the painting, get the reward. I beat the fire giant with Black Flame Tornado once again. Giants. I absolutely body the Godskin duo. And then I head on to Malekith.
Now this might be a hot take, but Malekith is my least favorite boss in the entire game. I just hate the guy. I hate him. Die. While in the Ashen Capital, I go ahead and grab this talisman. And once again, I first try the last 3 bosses of this new game cycle. Yeah. Mending Rune of
The age of the Duskborn.
I then start cooking up some new fashion for a new build. And I remember that I need to do Selen's questline, so I go get Comet Azur yet again. I show it to Selen, and she thinks it's pretty neat, so she sends me on a little trip to find Lusat. I show her the spell Lusat gave me, and again, she thinks it's pretty neat, so she sends me on another little errand. That errand being literally sucking the soul out of her body. And apparently I do it just in time because Jaren shows up to kill her. But joke's on him because I find Celavis's secret puppet and revive Selen through it. She then goes to Raya Lucaria, where Jaren tries to kill her again, but we take him out. And I get his armor and the best dagger in the game, but unfortunately, Selen turns into a ball. Another sped up montage of collecting the items. You want to do the challenge, you gotta get the items. Ooh. Into New Game Plus 3. Kill Godric. Now I'm doing the Dung Eaters ending this playthrough, so I need to talk to Bogart to advance his quest line along with the Dung Eaters. Renala goes down like a chump. And then I visit our boy to buy some boiled crab, which I never use. And then I head into Landell to collect a seedbed curse for the Dung Eater. I talk to him in the round table hold again, so he will give me his cell key so I can free him again. I once again free the booty warrior. I go speak to Bogart, who has a bad feeling about this. I forget that I need to stop at the round table before the Dung Eater invades. And I go back to Bogart and see that he's discovered bondage and has learned that he is in fact a bottom. And then he asks me to give him my seed. So of course I'm gonna do it, but first I grab another seedbed curse and then give 3 to him at the same time. I then get abducted by the virgins again, so I can go off to Volcano Manor, kill the Godskin Noble again, and acquire the 4th out of the 6 seedbed curses. And the other 2 are located inside the Hallowed Tree, so I have to go to Consecrated Snowfields. So I kill Morgoth. I kill Niall to get his half of the pizza he's guarding. And while I'm in the Consecrated Snowfields, I kill Theodorix for shits and gigs.
Tune my horse to the...
As well as Estelle, so I can get Meteorite of Estelle for future builds. It's actually pretty good. And then I start making my way into the Hallowed Tree. Loretta goes down. Might be a little concerning if you didn't think so. And then I grab the 2 seedbed curses and feast the fuck out.
Oh, dude, that's all. I gotta find something.
Yes. I then return to the Booty Warrior and give him the rest of my seeds. And acquire the Mending Rune that I need for his ending. And then I pick up Theodorix's Magma while I remember it. And once again, kill the Fire Giant with Blackthorn Tornado.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Godskin Duo goes down.
Wears out.
I fight Malekith again. And then die multiple times again.
It's time for a cigarette.
Dude, let me! Oh, yes! Oh, thank fucking God, dude. Is it apparent how much I hate this guy yet? Tish for the win! I somehow die to Gideon. Dude! Multiple times. Old. But eventually, we get him. There. I end up first trying Horalu yet again. And despite running around like a kid on crack, the Elden Beast also goes down first try.
People say that.
Okay, 1 hit. Yeah. Or fucking runes, I suppose. I cook up some new fashion for the next new game cycle. Then I enter new game +4. So this new game cycle is going to be Ronnie's ending because it's the last ending that requires anything outside of the main bosses in order to get. And I will also be hunting down most of the emotes on this cycle.
Yeah.
Then I go see Patches because he has an emote that I need.
Fine. Have it your way. You'll get what's coming. Don't go thinking I'm a soft touch.
So this actually turned out to be one of my more enjoyable sections of the run, because like I didn't know you could do this with Patches. I didn't know you could have these interactions. Like, FromSoft, do more of this shit. This shit is cool.
Oh. I tried to do the thing, but I think I used the wrong emote for it. But either way, it was still pretty cool. Godric goes down. And then because I'm using intelligence, I take a little pit stop to grab Terra Magica. However, I never actually use it, so whatever. I also pick up the Meteorite Staff and Rock Sling for future bosses. And I end up picking up some drip.
And there it is, Carrion Knight 7.
Renala's Renala, so she goes down pretty easily. And then I beeline straight for Radon so I can get a head start on Ronnie's quest line. Which Ronnie seems pretty stoked about. I also grab an emote from Roderica. And then grab the Finger Slayer Blade once again. Return it to Ronnie. So I do Selen's questline again here and side with Jaren this time because I thought for some reason that he gave like a specific reward or something. However, that's not the case, and I'll end up having to do Selen's questline again because I did forget to grab Lusat's and Azur's armor sets. I head back to Florida. I'm sure. I beat Estelle and then head to the Moonlight Altar once again. And propose to Ronnie yet again. Realized I skipped a spot in Gowry's and Millicent's quest, so I do that again up to the point where I can buy pest threads from him. Then I take on Morgoth, who gets absolutely bodied by Rocksling. And then I progress his quest a little further so I can get another emote. This time, instead of using Black Flame Tornado to kill the Fire Giant, I like to use Meteorite on Estelle because it's just a fun spell. The Godskin duo goes down easily again. And surprisingly, despite how much I hate Malekith, I actually first try him this cycle, and it is quite shocking to me. I do some goofy stuff with Gideon, but beat him first try. And it's the same story for Godfrey. It actually took me a little bit to figure out the strat for killing Radagon with my current build, but eventually I figured out that Catch Flame is just broken. and I end up killing both him and Elden Beast using Catch Flame and Ancient Dragon's Lightning Strike. I then summon Rani so she can usher in her Age of Stars. I then craft a bunch of the items just to get a lot of the stuff on my spreadsheet checked off. And then I head into New Game Plus 5. Now, New Game Plus 5 and New Game Plus 6 were honestly the easiest parts of this entire run, because all I needed to do was just beat the game any %, so it was really fast compared to the other New Game cycles. Though it wasn't true any % because I did have to do some NPC questlines still. Speaking of which, we talked to Selen for the 4th time this run. And spoiler alert, I fuck up the questline once again. I kill Godric. Then I run into the academy to fuck up Renala again. Goes down very easily. Now, I was worried that I had locked myself out of this tutorial item because it only activates when getting a finger from Vare if you have none in your inventory, but we got it, so all's good. So I'm talking to Celavis here because there's a specific quest item called Celavis's Introduction, which you're supposed to give to Selen, and I am not sure how to get it at this point, so I do waste time trying to get it. So I even go about advancing the Feli Luz questline in order to try and get it, which doesn't work, but I give her the potion anyway. Diddly dime, your bell bearing is mine. I end up stopping by the Frenzied Flame Village for a couple hidden items, as well as get some clothes off of the body, and do the Mirage Rise puzzle for hidden body and hidden weapon. Blade and I waste some more time talking to Celavis and Selen trying to get this quest item that I am not doing the correct things to get. Then I go fuck up Radon and spend another 30 minutes trying to get this item that I can't get. Dumbass, you can't get the item, stop it. So I just head back to Lanedell, throw hands with Morgott. Jesus Christ. Cheese the Fire Giant with Black Flame Tornado again. Eliminate the Godskin duo with relative ease. Whatever. And then head off to fight my least favorite cat dog guy thingy. I get to the Ashen Capital, and I change my fashion again just to have good armor. Yeah. And then I fuck up Gideon. I fight Godfrey and suffer my first death to him this run. But end up getting him pretty easily on the second try. End up spending way too much time beating Radagon and Elden Beast. And then get the basic ass Mend the Elden Ring ending. And then head into New Game Plus 6.
go again.
I am once again speaking to Selen, because I once again have forgotten to pick up Lusat's and Azur's armor.
Very well, but I refuse to anticipate.
I also did some research and learned that Celavis's introduction is related to Blide's quest line. So I help him kill a naughty boy, and then I speak to him where he tells me that he's going to be going underground for a while. But he does tell me that I should head up to Carrion Manor, so I go do that, beat a paralyzed person up once again, tell Ronnie that I'll do her bidding, go ahead and meet the fellas, and then talk to Blade down in Siofurwell. He tells me he can see Nokron, but can't find it, so he suggests that I go see Celavis for more information, who then gives me Celavis's introduction that I can give to Selen. I then give the introduction to Selen, just so I can get some more NPC dialogue out of her. And then get back to grinding out the main bosses and collecting various key items. Now, I did almost forget to do every alternate ending for the various quest lines, so I just go ahead and get that started with Box quest line. And Raya's quest line. Renala can't stop taking these L's. And I grabbed the golden sewing needle for Bach. I give him the golden sewing needle and let Raya escort me to the Volcano Manor. Now, I just do Raya's questline up until the point where she disappears from the main Volcano Manor and Tanith gives me the Tonic of Forgetfulness. And on this new game cycle, I'm going to be giving Raya the tonic. And she's like, oh, woo, happy juice make my pain go away. Ooh. I am once again asking for your comment, Azur. Long story short, I do Selen's questline, I help her kill Jaren again, and finally acquire Azur's armor and Lusat's armor. Now, Bach's feeling sad again, however this time we're not going to tell him he's beautiful, and should in fact encourage him to change himself. Oh, look at the cute little new man. And he's dead. Oh, right. Uh-oh. Dead. So, anyway, we go on to kill Morgoth. Black Flame Tornado the Fire Giant yet again. Use the Impact Drill on the Godskin Duo yet again. Face this asshole yet again. Surprisingly, first try him. Bully the angry Redditor yet again. And for the first time this playthrough, start struggle busing hard on Godfrey. Yeah. Why did it stop me so close to him?
I have. Alright.
Dude, why did it spawn me so fucking close to him? What? Yeah, but eventually, we get him. Ugh. I did have a few deaths to both Radagon and Elden Beast, but
like that
it
one,
didn't
boy?
go too horribly this time around. God, I'm dead. fuck you. Like, add some, like, anti-cheese Elden Beast mechanic and, like, just completely break it. Would you be willing to assist me in acquiring the ring? So I don't have the ring emote because I didn't pre-order the game, so I need to do some co-op with my friend in order to gain the ring emote. So I summon a level 1 character of his and beat the tree sentinel by myself, so no one can be like, oh, you cheated it, oh, you cheated it, you did co-op, blah blah blah. Dude. There it is, the ring. Hell yeah. Thank you. And this is just the fast-forwarded version of me finding all the imbued sword keys, using them, and getting the items that are hidden in those areas. I end up killing Mariel for his bell bearing before heading into New Game Plus 7. His scream is so sad. What the? Acquire a dead child's head. And finally make the jump into New Game Plus 7. So, we made it. New Game Plus 7. Now, you may notice a big disparity between the current time and how much time is left on the video. I spent just about half, a little under half, of the total playtime in New Game Plus 7. And, let me tell you, New Game 7 got hands. Yeah. And so I enter boss rush mode. Soldier of God, ulcerated tree spirit, yes. The tree sentinel yet again. The Knights Cavalry and Limgrave, Sellen's Mad Pumpkinhead, the boy who gives you Bloodhound's Fang, Flying Dragon like Heel, the Stone Digger Troll in the Limgrave Tunnel. I fight Patches but don't kill him because he has 2 fights. And I decide to farm the Highwaymen in the cave with Patches for their set as just kind of a test run to see how it'll go, and yeah, no, it's not fun. It's very not fun. And epic New Game Plus 7 boss rush time. Patches is here? Now this, surprisingly enough, was completely accidental. I had no clue that Patches could be here. And yet he was. Like, what a guy. He just shows up in random spots. Like, what a fucking guy. And funnily enough, he actually tells you about the abductor virgin that's inside of Raya Lucaria that takes you to Volcano Manor, which is a neat detail that I don't know how I missed, but I just have for my like 500 hours of gameplay. But it's nice to discover things like this. Woohoo, more bosses. And I yet again have to do Raya's questline because I still need to give the Tonic of Forgetfulness to Corrin. So I'm going to end up doing both her and Corrin's questline in order to do that. I also do the third ending to Raya's questline where you kill her just like she asks you to. Rip bozo. I also realized that I haven't cured myself of the Frenzied Flame yet, so I need to do Millicent's questline to get Michaela's Needle in order to do that.
Now this was a moment when
Swaggy as fuck.
the Twinned Knight armor, a piece of armor that I honestly like kind of hated because it doesn't really match with anything else, became one of my favorite armor sets because like it gives greatswords like a different idle animation, and I don't know, it's just neat. Do more of this FromSoft, please.
That's swaggy as fuck. What? Bro just... he just... he just forgot I was there, dude.
This item. Holy shit. This fucking item right here. I edited it a little bit later in the video because that's when I like go on the wild goose chase for it. But holy shit, this singular item gave me so much like stress, and like it was so annoying, and stupid me, I didn't mark it off on my spreadsheet, so I had to suffer for multiple hours afterwards looking for it. Fuck me.
Interrupt the sped up footage of boss kills for the sped up footage of farming. So I tried to make it down to the 3 fingers, but I have a little bit of trouble. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. And then I get one of the last key items. And it's back to boss rushing time. And I progress Patch's quest so I can fight him for the second time. And here I'm just activating most of the great runes that I've acquired, and plus getting various items along the way. Erdtree Burial Watchdog, more like dog shit boss. Got him. Now, I struggled way too hard on Ordovis. I died to the same attack 3 times in a row. I don't know, I think that's just a skill issue, to be honest. If I'm being honest, Theodrix is genuinely the boss that scared me the most going into New Game Plus 7, but I figured out that you could just cheese him from the cliff. Now, if you are one of the 62% of players who have not beaten Mug yet, simply just get 2 Twin Blades and spam jump attacks. Trust me. It is busted. So as I've taken care of most of the bosses in the game at this point, I decide it's time to shift gears and start farming for a bunch of items, gathering spells, etc. And well, it takes a good few hours of time, but we're making progress. So this is when I make a hard push for the Spirit Ashes because I'm itching to get some sections of my spreadsheet all completely marked off. So I just hard focus the Spirit Summons and get that done. I also finish up Millicent's questline here by defeating her sisters and picking up the gold needle from her. And I also learned that Black Flame Tornado is shockingly good against Melania. I thought it would be bad because of how slow it is, but no, this shit is busted. It's great.
Thanks. Just playing Black Flame Tornado. Just playing Black Flame Tornado.
Super busted. Also, on the way to the Godskin duo, I get an epic rare drop, and then I proceed to base my entire fashion around it and kill the Godskin duo. I start collecting all the various unique items scattered around Farum Azula. Take on Flaccid Dude Sex so I can cure myself of the Frenzied Flame and spend the next 2+ hours farming items. So this is when the wild goose chase for those rainbow stoned arrows fletched occurs. I read that wiki and then I started running through the sewers looking everywhere for them. Whatever. And then I just say fuck it because it's too annoying to find. And then a few hours later, I decide to give it another go. Is a stack of 10 and the results turned out to be exactly the same as last time. But then someone in my chat told me to read the wiki and said there was a comment
pipe to the
telling
right,
me exactly where they were.
The intersection keeps straight.
I was like, holy shit, I can finally find them.
Holy shit.
But of course, since I already picked them
Who is this
up,
saint? Who is this fucking
I didn't
saint,
find them.
man?
So once again, I gave up. But then I decided to check my inventory and I was confounded.
What? I have them? No. What the fuck? No. Dude. Okay, no. I have the... What? No. I am going to have to look through, like, at least 20 hours of footage, frame by frame, to figure out when I fucking picked those up. Dude, that... How does that happen?
And yet again, I spend multiple hours just farming enemies, collecting items, making number on the spreadsheet go up. But after a while, I finally farm the last item, and then I can get back to killing the bosses. 7 for a hot minute. And I face off against my most hated boss yet again. It's only worse on New Game Plus 7. He hits very hard. Oh my. Fuck you, Malachi. Though I do get probably my swaggiest kill on Gideon so far. And face off against Godfrey, who once again starts giving me a lot of trouble. What? Whoa. So I streamed this entire thing on YouTube, and the last day someone came into my chat and was like, hey, use the Blasphemous Blade. And I was like, maybe. I've never actually used the Blasphemous Blade in Elden before this Godfrey fight. This is literally the first time that I have used the Blasphemous Blade, and holy shit,
doesn't count.
I fucking get it now.
Dude! Goddamn wall. He's gonna go for it. Nerd.
And then I take it against the man himself.
Oh, whoa. What? Why would the camera do that? Man. Bitch.
So this is me just wrapping up, comparing my spreadsheet to the information on Fextra Life, just to make sure that I actually had everything listed down and I actually got everything. And as it turns out, I actually missed one item, the Banished Knight Greatsword. So I just got it within like 2 kills.
Easy.
So it was pretty painless, but I'm really really glad that I double checked everything before heading into New Game Plus 8 to get a single talisman that I missed. The last thing. Yep, that's it. That's it. "94 hours, 29 minutes, and 25 seconds. So here we are at the end. If you have made it this far, thank you, and wow, that's insane. So yeah, that was me doing absolutely everything in Elden Ring, and I'm sure that I will never have to do anything like this ever again. Wait, what is that?